Rapunzel. In a quaint little village, a husband and wife lived in a modest cottage. They had always longed for a child, but fate had not blessed them with one. The back of their house faced a magnificent garden surrounded by a high wall. This garden belonged to a fearsome enchantress known to all as Dame Gothel. The wife, expecting a child, often gazed longingly at a particular patch in the garden where fresh rampion, or Rapunzel, grew. Her desire for this plant grew so intense that she became weak and pale. Her husband, worried about her health, decided to sneak into the garden and fetch some rampion for her. Late one night, he climbed the garden wall and hurriedly picked a handful of rampion. But as he was about to leave, Dame Gothel appeared, furious at his theft. Trembling with fear, the man explained his wife's craving. The enchantress, seeing an opportunity, struck a deal. She would spare him and even allow him to take as much rampion as he desired, but in return they would have to give her their child after its birth. Desperate, the husband agreed. When the baby girl was born, Dame Gothel came to claim her. She named the child Rapunzel, after the plant her mother had craved. As Rapunzel grew, so did her beautiful golden hair, which possessed a magical quality. When Rapunzel reached her 12th year, Dame Gothel locked her in a tall tower in the middle of a forest, with neither stairs nor a door, only a small window at the very top. When the enchantress visited, she stood below and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel would then drop her long braided hair through the window, and Dame Gothel would climb up. One day a prince, while hunting, heard Rapunzel's angelic voice as she sang from her tower. Enchanted by the melody, he searched for the entrance but found none. He returned day after day, listening to her sing, and one day he saw Dame Gothel call out to Rapunzel and climb her hair. The next day he did the same, and the startled Rapunzel was initially frightened. However, they began talking, and soon the two fell deeply in love. The prince and Rapunzel plotted her escape. They decided that he would bring silk each visit, which Rapunzel would weave into a ladder. But their plan was discovered when Dame Gothel saw the prince climbing the tower. In her wrath, she cut off Rapunzel's long hair and banished her to a desert. That evening, when the prince came and called out to Rapunzel, it was the wicked Dame Gothel who let down the cut-off hair. As he reached the top, she revealed the truth. In shock and despair, the prince jumped from the tower. He survived but was blinded by the thorns below. The prince wandered the wastelands for years, living off the land and driven only by the hope of finding his beloved Rapunzel. One day, in the midst of the desert, he heard a familiar voice singing. Following the sound, he was reunited with Rapunzel, who had been surviving in the wilderness and had given birth to twins. Seeing her true love blinded, Rapunzel wept, and her tears, imbued with the same magic as her hair, restored the prince's vision. The two returned to his kingdom, where they were joyously welcomed, and they lived happily ever after, cherishing each day together.
Our video, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. If you found value in what you watched, show us some love by hitting that like button. It really makes a difference and helps us know what content you're enjoying. And don't forget to subscribe. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with all our latest videos and content. Plus, you'll be joining an amazing community of adventures. Oh, and one last thing, click on that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop a new video. You wouldn't want to miss out. Trust us. Thanks again for being a part of our journey. We appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, take care and stay awesome!